Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto4growmybag.tv, and we've got a lot of news to cover today. We're going to start with a story that was first brought to our attention by Captain Banana, and further research by another one of our big baggers, Joaquin. So, Captain Banana came across a story. It was a very small story that wasn't heavily picked up, but it's a story about how Sui Foundation had been accused of insider trading. And it was done by somebody that supposedly is a well-known and well-respected sleuth, I guess, blockchain sleuth. In my opinion, I've never seen this person's name before, so I put no real weight into it. I also don't like how they came forward with the information. They didn't do all of their research. So what happened? Sui came out and gave a real statement and said, listen, nobody on our team, nobody associated with our team, including investors in all of the companies that we work with, as well as employees, have not sold a thing. Now, that said, what else they said was, listen, but we do have infrastructure partners that have been holding on to coin for quite some time and that are held by strict TVL rules, total value locking rules, right? And they are all in compliance. So that wallet, who we think we know who it is compliant. So I want you to pay attention to how that news came out. It came out as an allegation. It didn't come out as research. It didn't come out as, oh, hey, I found something. Let me reach out to the foundation and see what they say, blah, blah, blah. And then I could report that news appropriately. No, it came out as an allegation, which to me spells FUD. That's what it spells out. It spells out FUD. And what I found to be awesome, which is why I'm actually loving Sui even more, is how they responded. Not just how quickly they responded, but how they responded. They were quick to point out, well, you didn't talk about this address. You didn't talk about that address. You didn't give out those addresses. But the way you said that it is a Sui Foundation linked wallet, or they are wallets, right? Sui linked wallets. The idea that you would say it like that, to me, is kind of akin to I sold some Bitcoin, and then somebody writes an article that says a Coinbase linked wallet sold Bitcoin. That could be true, right? Because technically it's linked, right? But is it truthful? No, because I have nothing to do with Coinbase other than I'm a customer. And every now and then I do use my Coinbase wallets for various transactions. So with a statement like that, instead of using my name, using Coinbase's name, oh, because you wanted some infamous notoriety or something like that? You wanted some fame from that or something? So yeah, I do have a problem directly with how that news came out and how it was projected. Maybe that's not how, this person meant for that article to come out. I'm cool with that too. Everybody makes mistakes. Take a step back, issue an apology, say, hey, that's not quite how I meant it, blah, blah, blah. For right now, I haven't seen it yet. So I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little bit more than annoyed. It's FUD like this that can really ruin projects. And these projects, these people that are working on these things, bust their tails doing this. It's not easy. It's not an easy job. So, yeah, they're doing it because they want to make money, of course. But you have no idea how much work goes into this. It's a ton of work. For you people to go out there and do, your sleuthing, well, somebody has to build something for you to be able to do that. And that's who we're talking about here. So if there was a mistake made, please own up to the mistake. Hey, that's not how I meant for the news to come out. That's not the way I wanted the headlines to read. I will do better at wording my research, because I will tell you, I am not perfect at all, not in the slightest. So when I make a mistake, I'm quick to actually admit, I made a mistake. When I know I made a mistake, oh man, I made a mistake. This is the mistake. This is where I messed up. This is how I messed up. I will try to do better. It doesn't take that much. Doesn't take that much. And a lot of people will respect you even more for that, honestly. So like I said, one of the reasons why I like Sui is because Sui came out and they were just like, listen, this is the real deal. This is what happened. They did it quickly, and they did it, just with precision. So everybody hears me talk about Cardano and how I think Charles Hoskinson needs to be moved to the side. This is one of the reasons why, right? He spends so much time yapping about things that don't matter. Things that don't matter to Cardano, that is. Might matter to him, and that's cool. That's cool. But until he steps away from Cardano, all he's doing is bringing noise over to Cardano. And, this is how it could play out, because really, Cardano should be way higher right now, way higher. And it's not. It should be way high. There's no way in the world that Toncoin should have surpassed Cardano, but it did. Just saying, there comes a point in time where you've got to, he's brilliant, right? But sometimes you got to shed the dead weight. Now your brilliance is being outshined by the other stuff that you do. Time to move on. Something else that came out. Apparently, allegedly, there are wallets out there that are linked to MrBeast that have seen about $13 million worth of profit stemming from controversial coin launches. How do I feel about that? This research was done by somebody that I've actually seen, I actually respect, and verified other things that they've done and been like, ooh, yeah, that's kind of true. Like you can see their research trail. That's what I like about it. So I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, so MrBeast could have possibly made money off of some controversial meme coins. Did he know that they were going to be controversial when that happened? And he's got a lot of money to move. So he can buy into them. We had this conversation last night about something, and I said, it's real easy to get in on something that's new and move it. Truly move it with almost no money. To MrBeast, so one of the examples that was given, there was a $25,000 investment, upon which he made like $1 million or something like that off of it, off of $25,000. That means he held it for a bit before he yanked his money out. And unless he actually, created the coin, he invested in something and then made money off of it. Not necessarily not a part of the rug pull. Just doesn't look great, but he could have been burned too. Everybody sees your success. Everybody sees your success, but it's like that picture that everybody draws. Here's the the iceberg above water. Here's the rest of the iceberg, and that's the work. That's the work that goes into all this stuff. So might have made money, off of certain projects, certain coins, and just made money. Okay, fine. But look at all the good stuff that this guy does. I mean, granted, he makes a ton of money. So, I have mixed opinions about this particular piece, but I wanted to bring it out because of everything that happened with Sui, and this just happened to come along at the same time. Now, some other good news. Solana's total value locked has skyrocketed to $6.1 billion. That's the highest it's been since 2022. The highest it's been since 2022. That's kind of big. It's kind of a big deal. And why is it? Well, you've got, things happening on Solana. You have Radium that's, actually a DEX that's on Solana. They're a big part of that success. They're a huge part of that success. So I'm sitting back and I'm kind of going, yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So I think it's a really good idea that, you pay attention to what's going on out there in terms of, using DeFi and all that good stuff, staking, right? But I will say this, I do staking. Somebody asked me a question about Near Protocol, and I said, well, I have a bag of Near Protocol. And then that same person asked me a question about USDT, and is it a bad call? And I'm like, I hold my funds in USDT waiting for another transaction to happen. And while I'm waiting, I would stake if I do that, right? I would do the same with USDC. I'm going to hold my funds in a stable coin when I think that, the market's not doing so hot. I'm going to snatch my money. I'm going to leave it in crypto because I'll make more money doing that than I will sticking it in a bank. Like, what? Just enough to cover the bills, right? Just enough to cover the bills until I can pay the bills with crypto. Just saying. So that's what I would do. But I will also say something else. I get bombarded with questions. From going forward, the only people that are going to get answers to questions are going to be members. I'm going to have to start sticking to that, unless it's a part of the conversation that we're having on a live. Members are going to get answers. And speaking of members, we have a big bagger video conference that's happening this Friday at 8 p.m. So if you're not a big bagger yet, you need to become one and hurry up about it, because that meeting is going to be awesome. We talk about all kinds of things: stocks, bonds, options, crypto. Really into crypto, obviously. And I'm expecting that to be huge. Huge. You want to know something else that's huge? Larry Fink came out and said something that was remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. He's championing Bitcoin as its own distinct asset class, akin to gold. So when you think about that, take a step back and understand what the man is saying. What the man is saying is, listen, Bitcoin is huge. It's here to stay. Better get in on it. A statement like that sends a message to all of the financial institutions, all of the retail traders that are out there that, hey, Bitcoin is legit. Bitcoin is legit. That's huge. That's not a little thing. That's a huge thing. And like I always say, that's something I'm paying attention to, right? I mean, that's not small. Something else that isn't small: Shiba Inu announces a financial layer partnership with Mass Build, leveraging AI and boosting SHIB and LEASH token prices. What that means is they're going to be introducing a financial layer to the Shiba Inu ecosystem. That's awesome. That is ridiculously awesome. I'm going to be looking for more details into specifically what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, how it's going to be introduced, when it's going to be introduced. But that right there is awesome news. Awesome news. Again, I look at Cardano, and how come I don't see news like this about Cardano? And mind you, the reason why I'm so adamant about it is because I love Cardano. And I just think that it should be, more, right? I should be hearing more about Cardano, more about what you can do on Cardano. I should be hearing more about the building out of a Cardano ecosystem. Just saying, there are a lot of things that we should be paying attention to, and that's one of them. So, just saying, we should start doing our own research and pay attention to the FUD that's out there. The FUD that's out there is not cool. Not cool at all. Right? And you can catch that FUD and really mess up. That FUD can make you do something that you did not want to do. So do your own research, find corroborating information, and dig deep when you're not sure. And if you're not sure even after that, be a member of the Grow My Bag community and let the community maybe help you do some more research and help you get to that answer. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. The numbers. And we've been going up in a major fashion. So I really love that. Let me put my notes away. All right. So we're going to start with the Grow My Bag Crypto Tracker Top 25 Losers. Like I said, it updates every 10 minutes, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's see who's there. BitTensor down 5%. That's it. Done. There's nothing else to look at here. Like seriously, the news stopped right there because everybody knows about my 5% rule. So out of the top 25, out of the top 25 losers, only 5 fit my definition, right? 5 fit my definition. Let's go over to the top 25 winners. Top 25 winners. Wow, that's right. This whole list, nothing but winners. Turbo is up 35%. It's all-time high. 5%, only 5% off of that. It's got a 0.05x for GMBX factor. Let's see. Book of Meme is up 14%. It's got a GMBX factor of 1.61. It is 62% off its all-time high. Interesting. Very interesting. On the next bull run, like during the coming bull run, do I think it's going to achieve that? I actually do. Nero is up 13%. Look at that, just updated. So I'd have to go find Nero. Here's Nero. Now it's currently up 12%, but it was up 13% just a minute ago. It's only 1% off its all-time high with a 0.01 GMBX factor, which means it's going to just keep finding. I think in the very near future, it's just going to keep finding new highs. Bitcoin Cash. I heard somebody say that Bitcoin Cash is garbage. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, how do you call something at $7 billion with a market cap of $7 billion garbage? That means people are using it. I find that insulting. I do hold a bag of Bitcoin Cash. Why the heck not? It's making money. It's up 12% today. 12%. GMBX factor of 9.25x. Do I think it's going to hit 9.25x? It's possible, but I don't think so. 345? I think so. Let's see. Let's just look. Notcoin is up 13%. 2.1 GMBX factor at 69% off its all-time high. I think Notcoin is going to move and rediscover its all-time high and then do something else beyond that. So I do find it to be interesting. What else do we have? Keep going down. Jitto, 9% move, 1.67 GMBX factor. Keep going. Hedera up 7%, 90% off its all-time high, a 9.23 GMBX factor. Do I think it can do it again? Yes. Period. Yes. Dogs up 7%. It is currently 49% off its all-time high, a 0.95 GMBX factor. Yeah, I think so. Radium, just got finished speaking about them with regard to Solana's new TVL record since 2022, up 7% with 88% off its all-time high with a GMBX factor of 7.13. Wow, that's actually one of my kids' birthdays, 7.13. So I'm going to have to run with, yes, I think it's going to make that. I think it's going to make that. Seriously, 7.13, 713. It's one of my kids' birthdays. Friday the 13th, to be exact. Anybody else I'm paying attention to? Ordi and Lido. Ordi is up 5%. Lido is up 5%. Again, they don't make the cut. So out of everything, you have most everything out there just doing lateral moves. You want to pay attention to what did it do previously and what is it doing now, so you can actually start to see what that rhythm is. Because it could have just moved up, positive 5% yesterday, and today it goes another positive 5%. Now you're sitting there and you're up, a lot. That's how you want to pay attention to things, right? Anyway, let's go over to the next. Let's see. Earnings is a big day. Today could be a very big day in earnings. We've got United Healthcare Group, Johnson & Johnson, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Charles Schwab, PNC Financial. These are all supposed to happen today. I'm not 100% sure. This list is not 100%. Sometimes they change the dates on them at the last minute. But this is what we have that's going on today. And out of those top ones, you've got a lot of banks. Interactive Brokers, State Street, United Airlines, Omnicom. That's a big company to be paying attention to. JB Hunt. I'd be paying attention to JB Hunt just because of logistics. That's a transportation company. So there's a lot that's actually going to come out today that's actually going to start to give us some insights. Insights as to what's going on with the nation's economy. What else do we have? Today is Tuesday. Not much going on today, but we get import price index tomorrow. Thursday, we get initial jobless claims. We get retail sales on Thursday, something for us to pay attention to. Then you also on Friday, quietly, will get housing starts and building permits, and more, more governor speak from the Fed. Crypto fear and greed index up to 65. Yeah, not surprising, right? Not surprising. Remind you guys, everybody's a flipping rock star when everything's going up, right? Everybody's a rock star when the market's going up. I want you to do your own research, even especially, I'd probably say especially during a positive market. Why? Because everybody's a rock star. And that could get you to buy into something that you didn't really mean to buy into and wind up in the wrong place. Always do your own research. DeFi Llama, look how quickly we jumped from like 80 something yesterday to 94.96, might say $95 billion in total value locked right now. Right? Now you're looking at the big board and you have a lot of choices as to what you can buy. Remember, nothing is at, well, not nothing. You have a couple that are near its all-time high, right? We just covered that. So you've got Sui that's discovered a new all-time high, as for an example. But you have a lot of choices here if you still wanted to invest. Link is one, Doge, SHIB, Filecoin even, Render, Arweave is another one, BNB, BCH, ETH, BTC, Solana, XRP. You have a lot of choices that you could dip into right now. A lot of choices. So that's why I'm telling people, pay attention, do your own research, get out there, do something. You also had last night, I'm not even going to tell you, but you should watch last night's show because Grayscale came out with a list, and I tell you about that list on last night's show. Go tune in and go watch it. If you want to look at what's going on with Bitcoin right now, you can see we're well above the 200-day moving average. Taking a little dip, taking a little breather right now, but that's fine, right? That's absolutely fine. But right now, I'm looking at 66,000 being a little bit of resistance for us. But I'm not worried about that because my next line is at 69,355. We need to sustain above that line for a period of time before we'll have enough momentum to bust through and create a new all-time high for Bitcoin. That's literally what I'm looking at right now. So when people ask me, they're asking me all over the place, well, is now a good time to buy? Everything seems to be up. You never buy when things are up because they come back down. Dollar cost averaging. The number one, Kraken did a research report, and the number one way that people are making money in crypto is by the use of dollar cost averaging strategies. Period. The number one way. So I'm just going to say that. Looking at the numbers across the board, just looking at straight up numbers, you start to realize that, wow, hold on, let me just refresh the screen. There you go, 65,679. We'll wait for the first trade to happen, and that's when you know that you have a real number. There you go, 65,675, and the year to date is 55%. Year to date for Ethereum, which is just squeaking by at 14%, 14.5. You start to look at other places where you might be able to make money. So, do I look at BNB chain? Yes. Do I look at Solana? Yes. Do I look at XRP? Abso-freaking-lutely am I looking at XRP. Look at its year-to-date model right now. Oh boy, I'm salivating over that. Why? Because I know XRP is about to explode. Doge, it's only at 30%. I have a bag of Doge. I'm not buying any more Doge. Period. It does have volume, but I don't see any real use case. It floats off of whatever that rich guy says, whatever that wealthy guy says, and I'm not seeing all that much. You know what I mean? He's always into that manipulation thing. I don't care what the courts say. I look at him as a manipulator. Toncoin up 129.24% year to date. Toncoin is something I absolutely believe in. Now they've been trading spots between Tron and Toncoin because they're so close. Tron just, bunny hopped them. I was sitting at my computer when I saw it. Well, sitting on my phone when I saw it. Cardano, again, Cardano should be higher. It's the year to date, 38.57% in the negative. In the negative. Do I think it can do well? Yes. Do I think it can do well? Absolutely. I mean, it was just at 40 cents. Just saying. That's a greater than 10% move right now when it goes back up. Not bad. Avalanche, another good one that I like. I have to think, do I have a bag of Avalanche? I think I do. I'm not 100%. 24% negative. 24% to the negative. I still like Avalanche. When gaming comes back, and I believe it will, Avalanche is going to be the big winner in that space. Then you have Shiba Inu up 77.29%, and that's not even the high as of late. In the past 2 weeks, it's been higher. It's been at, I think, 20. So yeah, I think there's a lot of room, a lot of love going on for Shiba Inu. Bitcoin Cash, like I said, I heard somebody throwing some shade at it, and I'm sitting back and I'm just going, yeah, its volume is 568 million. I don't know that I'm going to be mad about that. It's got higher volume than other coins that are out there. So I'm just going to leave that right there. Okay. So yeah, I would touch Bitcoin Cash. Chainlink, you already know I love Chainlink. Excuse me, not a big fan of Polkadot, but I do like what they do. I have nothing against Polkadot. I'll definitely say that. It's just that I don't have a slot for Polkadot. I have other things occupying my available slots, or my unavailable slots. Near Protocol, yes, I have a bag. Do I think it can do greater than that? It's at 40% year to date. Yes, I do, and I do have a bag again. Sui, definitely have a bag. Crazy. 187.4% as a year to date number. Yeah, Sui's going to go higher. I had somebody say to me that Sui is in no way going to, surpass, Chainlink. Watch it happen. Watch it happen. I'm just saying, watch it happen. Aptos. Yeah, I have a little bit of Aptos. It's not in a bad place. Will I be adding to that bag? No, not because I don't have faith in Aptos, just because I see other things that can do better in the future. BitTensor, I don't hold any, but I like what it's doing. In the top 25, Pepe top 25. Do I like what it's doing? Its year to date is crazy. Yes, I'm in the black. I'm fully in the black on Pepe. It's a meme coin. Yeah, I'm not going to hold it. And that's it for today, only because I don't want to go beyond the top 25 this morning. I'll probably do that during one of our, lives. My lives happen every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except this week on Friday, instead of Friday Flips, it will be a private video conference with all of my big baggers on Grow My Bag. So if you want to be in on that conference and listen to a lot of heavy hitters in the space, a lot of people with deep knowledge and deep investment strategies in the crypto space and other spaces like real estate, you want to become a big bagger. Whether you become a big bagger on growmybag.tv or a big bagger on YouTube, you will be recognized. I just need your email address to send you the link, because it is a private video meeting and we'll all be live. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know every single time I drop a new video and drop new shorts. And I do that all day, every day. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.